Welcome back to Wallflowers. Can you see me here behind the butter mountain? So if you watched yesterday's video, you would have heard me talking about not taking part in the No Spend January. The reason I discussed yesterday was to beat inflation, the price hikes over the coming year. But there's also another reason why I've chosen to do this, and it's because of the carbon footprints actually appearing on our food here in the UK at the moment. Now, it's not a visual on the blocks of butter here at Farm Foods, but when we buy meat in any of the supermarkets, all the meat is colour coded red and has a point system on it. And as I've discussed in my video, if you'd like to go back and watch it, about carbon footprints, I discussed in that video the implications. So we could be rationed in the future, it could be work one way or the other. We could either be highly rationed and told, no, we can't have any of that particular product because we've had our carbon footprint worth for that week, month, etc. Or just like they do with vehicles, diesel, etc., they could say, okay, you can still use them, even though it goes against carbon emissions, but pay us. So if you've got the money to pay extortionate costs, then you'll be okay. But what about those of us that haven't? So to beat that scenario, today I have purchased one whole year supply of butter. Now I've paid £120 for this butter today, and it's 72 blocks of 225 grams of salted butter. That's what we prefer in this house. So 3 blocks is a fortnight worth of butter to us in this family. Oscar doesn't tend to use it for sandwiches, etc. For some reason, he prefers dry bread. We use it on toast, sandwiches, and in cooking. And 3 blocks seems to last us 2 weeks. So 6 blocks is a month to us. So this is a year's supply. Now I've paid £5 for 3 blocks, and all in all, £120 for all of this. I got £10 knocked off because I used the Farm Foods vouchers, and I also got 2% back on an app called Jam Donut. And it was only 2% available today. Sometimes by using the app, you can get 3%, up to 6% or 9% today. It just rested at 2%. So £2.20 I got back today. £2.10 I got back today for spending £110. Might not seem a lot, but it'll build up and it'll be there for me to use it for future spendings. So that's the butter. And I just wanted a visual on it of what it actually looks like. You know, yeah, I've built a wall, I've spread it out, but this can be compacted. We have one of those single square freezers in our pantry. This should be approximately 2 layers on the bottom of that freezer. And as I say, it'll be there for a year's use. I also purchased these in Farm Foods today, and these are 4 times 5 litres of washing up liquid. Now, it's not the top brand, it's not Fairy and all of those types, but we're quite happy, and we have been using this for quite a while. Now, yesterday I speculated that this would be £4.99 for 1 5 litre. The price was actually £4.25 today for one. So it's cost me 4, 8, 16, 17 pounds. So I saved £3 today on buying this washing up liquid. Yeah, it's already gone up. Yeah, so it's gone up 26 pence since the last one per bottle. But over the next 12 months, it will go up dramatically. So this is 12 months worth of washing up liquid for us. And I'm really happy. It's one of those things that I can put to bed now. It's organised and I can move on to the next one. And we don't know what the carbon footprint would be on any of these items. I don't seem to see anything listed on it. It says warning. It doesn't seem to have a footprint on as yet, but who knows how long these have been in stock. I know some of you do like to see receipts, so these are the receipts for. There's a couple of extras I picked up for cattle in between, but I literally only purchased the butter and the washing up liquid today. And I'm really, really happy with that. Initially, they charged the full rate for 100 blocks on this one, and then included the multi-buy, the 3 for 5. And again, they did it on the 20 blocks, the 12 blocks here. So the first shop only had 60 blocks available, and I had to go to another Farm Foods to get the next 12 blocks. But it's done, put to bed and organised. But the carbon footprint is going to be an ordeal for us here, and I don't know when they're going to try and implement it. So I am looking next at some meats. We're quite lucky, we do have quite a bit of meat in the freezer at the moment, but I'm going to look at what we can put aside. We're big bacon eaters, and I couldn't see me being able to freeze a whole year's worth of bacon, etc. We only have 2 freezers. I'm not quite as well as adapted as a lot of other people I'm hearing have 3, 4 freezers, and they're all filled to the rafters of what they need. And, you know, good luck to them. I'm really happy that some people are choosing to do that. When we get the freeze dried, it might be something different. But don't hold your breath, because it's going to be a long while till I can afford one of those. But there will be some meats that I can and I can put on the pantry shelf. So I'll be looking at getting more meatballs, more chicken, and canning those and putting them away. We could do that for a 12-month supply, but it's still not all the items we'd like to eat across the year. But we'll see how we go. All we can do is do our best. I'll ask you again, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And that's all we can do. One step at a time, one bite at a time, and keep plodding on. And these two, I'm absolutely chuffed with.
You did reach out to Farm Foods to promote them.
I contacted Farm Foods. There was a section on their website about being an influencer. There's quite a few things in Farm Foods that we do enjoy, and I would have been willing to promote, such as the butter. This is probably a free promotion because there is no affiliation between us and the washing up liquid. But unfortunately, I got a reply back today saying there are no influencer positions available at the moment, but they would like me to share the video with them. I'll do that, because I'm really happy that Farm Foods is available to us, and I'm really happy that the price of this butter was there when I could afford to do this stock up. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please let me know. Some people have started telling me in yesterday's video what they're stocking up. One lady has actually changed her mind on the no spend January, and she has decided she's actually going to invest now. There are sales on in different areas, but it's only a sale if that item is something that you actually need or require for the next 12 months of your life or your family's life. You know, just because something's on sale doesn't mean you're saving money by buying it, especially if it's not something you need, want, desire, or your family have got a use for it. So be careful what's out there in the sales, but actually think before you go out, write down, what would I like to find on a sale? Have you got the funds to buy it? What would you like to pay for it? And then when you go out, you find things in the sale. Are they on that list? If it's appropriate, go back and buy it. Buy it now while it's on sale. Buy it now before the prices increase yet again, or we're rationed and prevented from buying it in bulk again. As I say, thank you so much for joining me today. Please take care. Remember you're loved, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.